So am I racist?
Name me one. Name me one.
That's the question Matt Walsh presents to everyone. Are you racist?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some people out there that are racist. Come on, guys. We went and sat through the movie Am I Racist? And here's our review. It was cringe.
What the man?
It was amazing.
It was so cringy. These people in this movie are ridiculous.
I don't feel comfortable.
What? Can you guys catch me up to speed on what's going on here?
You don't need to be caught up. We're going to be silent.
Is it because I said I had 17 black friends? It might have been 15. It depends on how you count them.
Absolutely insane.
The trailer gave away quite a bit.
All the best parts.
Yeah, I mean, it was still really funny, and I would highly recommend anyone seeing it, especially anyone who wants to challenge these views. We have to stop focusing so much on race. It is 2024, guys. All you're doing is harboring angst amongst other races. I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. That was my, from the time I was born up into my teens was the 80s and 90s. Race was not an issue. The top comedians were black. The funniest movies, to an extent, were Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor. I mean, where was this racism that everyone talks about where the black man couldn't get ahead? Well, they did damn well.
Never thought much about race. Sure, you noticed, but never really seemed to matter that much. At least not to me.
And now, we're way worse than we were during the 80s, 90s, the early 2000s. Everything shifted. And you can blame white people for it. You can blame anybody, black, Hispanic. You can blame whoever the hell you want. But the reality is it got worse. And it has not gotten better. And it's not getting better because of these race-hustling grifters.
Who won't let it go.
The same people presented in this movie.
Do you want to come up?
Come up?
Yeah, do you want to come up and share anything?
Sure, what do you want me to share?
Whatever's on your
I
mind.
just want to know that my physical safety and yours and everybody else's here is okay.
Why would your physical safety not be okay? Did I miss something?
And it's just sad to me. I find it ridiculous. And the movie highlights that so well, saying that America's a piece of...
The entire system has to burn. And I'm not going to even use save this country. This country is not worth saving. This country is a piece of shit.
I still think it's the greatest country in the world. We're the youngest country in the world, and we've moved to places no other country has even begun to obtain.
Libertarianism is all about individual liberty, and it should never be defined by the terms liberal or conservative.
And communism is no good.
That's right. Big swing and a miss.
Yeah.
And we did this because we had a blueprint called the Constitution that moved us up the ladder in power. And now they're trying to get rid of that because they literally want to make this country into a third world country. And I'm not sure who they want to pick up the pieces. What country do they want to aspire to become the superpower? Russia? China? Russia? Those are going to be the countries that are ultimately going to move their politics into our country, destroy ours, and become our bosses. And it's people like these grifters that you see in this movie. People that we've had since I was a kid. The Jesse Jacksons, Al Sharptons. There's always a new grift. The Ibram X. Kendi, that dude there. Why anybody would listen to him to begin with is beyond me.
Yeah.
But people do, because people are stupid. And if you listen to these race grifters and you believe what they say, you're stupid. Sorry. You can go in the comments and argue with me all you want. I don't care. Because this is a great country. We live in the real world and we live in the South. And we interact with people daily, mainly black. Because where we live is predominantly black.
Yep.
None of this stuff they talk about occurs. None of it. We don't encounter racism.
Ever.
And the people that encounter us don't encounter racism.
Nope.
We get no problems. Because this hustle is coming from the liberal areas that are larger cities that don't have a black population. You go to Los Angeles now and you're going to see mainly Hispanic, mainly homeless,
Yep.
you're not going to see a lot of black people. You're going to have to travel to Compton because California don't care about black people.
Nope.
All their black people are in hoods. That's just how it is. Same with New York. Same with all these other places. I lived in New York. I went to Foot Locker. Not one black person worked at Foot Locker. Not one. What country do I live in where I can go to a Foot Locker and there's no black folks? I didn't want to buy shoes. I mean, what does a white dude know about shoes?
Yeah, seriously, come on.
I got in trouble for asking the white manager where he kept the black people. All the people with me were so mad at me for saying that. I thought it was funny, but they're not from the South. They don't understand.
They don't get it.
We grew up not segregated in the least.
No.
And for people to assume that the South is the most racist in the country.
Yeah, come on.
100% wrong.
Where are you guys on your anti-racist journeys? What do you think about this issue of heteronormativity and how it intersects with the broader structures of racism in society?
100%.
I've lived all throughout the South. Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi. I've lived in the belly of the beast. And I don't encounter any of this racism people speak of. Occasionally you'll get people with attitudes, but people are allowed to just be an asshole. It doesn't mean that they're racist. They're just not friendly people. They're not good people. And you encounter that black, white, Asian, Hispanic, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But these grifters that are in this movie are so ridiculous. White fragility.
The author of the author of the New York Times bestseller White Fragility, Robin DiAngelo, has been accused of plagiarizing some of her works from minority authors in her doctoral thesis. The complaint obtained by the Washington Free Beacon was filed with the University of Washington, from which DiAngelo received her PhD in multicultural education. The complaint regards her 2004 dissertation, Whiteness in Racial Dialogue, a Discourse Analysis, which sounds like a thrilling read, and apparently it's a plagiarized read on top of it. DiAngelo is accused of pulling two paragraphs from Northeastern University's Thomas Nikayama, an Asian American professor, and his co-author Robert Krizik, without proper attribution and omitting quotation marks and in-text citations. Large chunks of text from the author's work were used in DiAngelo's piece, with words here and there splitting the sections up. She's also accused of pulling from University of Wisconsin-Madison's Stacy Lee, an Asian American professor of education, in which Lee was summarizing the work of scholar David Theo Goldberg. Dozens of cases of passing off others' work as her own were discovered.
White fragility built a country in 270 years that is a superpower. Well, they did it on the backs of black people. Yeah, some agreed. Slavery was terrible. But do you really think that in the 1600s and the 1700s that was our strength? That's what built this country? Do you believe that? No. Because this country didn't really come together until the early 1900s, the early 20th century, when automobiles and mass skyscrapers, and there was no slavery when all that was going on. And those skyscrapers were built by mainly white people. I guess they're the white slaves. This country was built by everybody in this country.
Yep.
And because you have to highlight their race, you can't just give credit to Americans for doing it. And that's the grift.
We all bleed the same color.
That's the grift. You have to segregate people. You have to. Otherwise your grift disappears. Morgan Freeman said it best.
Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism until...
Stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man.
If you stop talking about it and refer to me as a man and not a black man, it'll go away. And our children will grow up in a society, because I did. I went to public school. It was mainly black. Did I notice they were black? Yeah, it's kind of hard not to notice they're different than I am. I didn't just run to my people, my white people. That's not how it worked. I played sports. Do you think I played with all white people?
Yeah, no.
Is that how it works? So get over the grift. And I'm so glad Matt Walsh did this movie. And I laughed, but at the same time I was sad that there's people out there that stupid to buy into all this nonsense. The scene where he was in a room with a half-black woman. She was not full black. I know full black. I'm from the South. I know what a black person looks like. She was mixed, saying that she was uncomfortable in a room with white people.
Oh, yeah.
If you were on your journey, then you would have told us who you were, your real name, but you didn't.
Are you saying I needed a better disguise? Is that what you...
I don't know, maybe. But you can figure that out as you walk out the door.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Thank you so much. I really had a transformative experience myself. And my pronouns are he, him.
You're getting paid by these people a lot of money. A lot of money. Paid by these people to be in that room with you, and you're going to tell them you feel uncomfortable? I want a refund. But no. These morons stuck around and had to narc out Matt Walsh. Matt didn't do anything wrong. He was on his journey.
He was on a journey.
They kicked him out.
Called the cops.
Called the cops. Made him leave because she felt threatened by a man who had 17 black friends.
No. He lied, remember. It's only 15.
It may have been 15. He wasn't sure. He thought that might be the reason. Robin DiAngelo.
Oh, God.
Got paid an exorbitant amount of money to spend 2 hours with Matt. That's a long time. To then say she thought something was up.
When I arrived for the interview, a few things felt off. The grips would not make eye contact with me, and the interviewer, who was introduced as Matt, appeared to be wearing an ill-fitting wig. Now, let's stop here again, Robin. First of all, the wig fit very well. Matt presented himself as someone new to anti-racist work and seemed earnest, and his questions did not come across as adversarial. By the end, however, things got weird. Matt asked what I thought about reparations for black Americans. I said that I agreed with reparations, but that it was not my area of expertise. He then pulled up a chair and invited a black crew member who went by Ben to sit down with us, took out his wallet and handed Ben some cash. He said that if I believed in reparations, I should also give Ben cash. While some black people have asked white people to engage in reparations by giving directly to individuals, reparations are generally understood as a systemic approach to past and current injustice. The way Matt set this up felt intended to put Ben and I on the spot. Because Matt was pushing this on us, I expressed my discomfort and checked in with Ben to be sure that he was okay with receiving cash in this way. Ben reassured me that he was, so I went to my wallet and handed him my cash, and the interview ended. Okay, so let's back up here and review again your version of events, Robin. You walked into the room to do an interview with an organization that you knew very little about. Things felt off, you say. The interviewer was wearing a strange wig. Then the interviewer in this wig forces a black man to sit down and receive cash reparations. You felt like the whole thing was a setup and intended to put you on the spot, but you still paid the reparations. Even in spite of all that, you still paid. That's your defense.
Come on, man.
You didn't think nothing was
Come
up.
on, man.
You thought you were surrounded by your echo chamber.
Yup.
Because Matt dressed as an ally.
It's an ally.
And she reached in her purse to give reparations to Ben, the black producer.
Oh my God.
You can't script it any better.
You can't. You just can't.
Matt did a phenomenal job.
He did.
She hung herself so bad in the 5 minutes worth of clip we got to see in the movie that she had to deactivate her Twitter, along with the redhead who believes that children should not look up to white princesses.
My daughter's 4 years old. I am an anti-racist educator, quote unquote. She's still watching Disney movies and she is choosing a white princess over princesses of color.
Have you talked to her about that?
All the time.
My 3-year-old daughter is her favorite princess is Moana.
Love it.
It's a good sign.
Yeah.
But then I also thought, there's a little bit of cultural appropriation here. She wants to be Moana for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we navigate that? Do I go and buy the Pacific Islander native attire for my white 3-year-old?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
But I guess what we might call the Moana problem here is what, on one hand, there's cultural appropriation. On the other hand, there's gravitating towards white characters.
Right.
So it's almost like no matter which way you go, you end up back in racism.
But your grift is so strong that you're trying to convince other people that being a princess in white is racist.
We think every space belongs to us because we live in a white supremacist society.
Is America an inherently racist country?
I think the word inherent is challenging there. If we say...
Fundamentally,
yes. America is racist to its bones. All of the...
So inherently.
Yeah.
The two ladies who held the dinners. I think they deactivated theirs too, didn't they?
They did. And they are the worst.
They are the worst.
Decolonize yourself. Do your own white supremacy dismantling. And then you can start to bring in other people.
Can I just say one last thing? Can I just propose a toast? Just raise a glass if you're racist. And that's the thing.
Cheers. Oh, I'm not racist. Let me
To racist. Well, all the rest of it. To racist.
That woman hates our country. Go somewhere else.
Yeah, bye.
Go to China, because that's eventually who's going to be coming here anyway because of people like you. So just go ahead and get one step out of the way and just get over there now because you want that communism here. Makes no sense.
Nope.
Makes no sense. Be that as it may. The scene where he goes to buy a Subway sandwich in Chicago.
Oh my God.
Everyone needs to see this.
Everyone needs to see this.
It's
everybody.
Well worth it. Get in the comments. Let us know if you've seen the movie. And if you have, give us what you think about the movie. And if you haven't seen the movie, get down in the comments and let us know what questions you might have, because we sat through the whole thing and it was magnificent.
It was amazing.
Like, share,
subscribe,
do the thing.
Do the thing.
Until the next time, guys, as always, come at me, bro.
The bro down is over. Let's bro out.